context. Now we are at point number 2, which is annuity. So in that lecture we will understand the basic pattern of the cash flow, that is annuity. There, what is annuity and how we can get amount of future value, present value, or the other ones. So initially we just need to understand that what is annuity. So remember that annuity is a stream of equal periodic cash flow over a specified time period. It can be inflow or it could be outflow. So what is need to understand is stream of equal periodic cash flows. For example, we have this stream 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you are going to get, let's say, 12,000. So how much you would invest today is 2,000. So 2,000, 2,000, you would receive 2,000. So this is the equal streamline, okay, equal periodic cash flow, stream of equal periodic cash flow. So that if we have a this case, that's mean we are at annuity. We have an annuity case. Okay, we divide it into two parts. So the first is annuity ordinary, and the other one is annuity due. Okay, now what is annuity ordinary? Whenever we will talk about at the end of time period, so that's mean this is the annuity ordinary case, and if we have starting case, that's mean we are at annuity due case. So what you have to do, you just have to find some formula in the order to get better understanding. What is the annuity ordinary formula? So whenever we will find, let's say, future value in the annuity ordinary case, so we have a formula present value 1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by I. That's become annuity ordinary formula. And if we wanted to, let's say, find present value, then what would be the formula? That is, now you can donate it or you can indicate it with R as well. Okay, R is equal to 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I power n divided by I. So this is the way you have to calculate annuity ordinary case. So if you move on to annuity due, formula would remain same. Like for example, if you wanted to calculate future value is equal to present value 1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by I. So what do you have to do? You just have to multiply by 1 plus I. Same in this case, if you wanted to calculate present value, so what do you have to do? R 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I power n divided by I and multiply by it 1 plus I. Okay, so this is the way you just have to solve these questions to get better understanding. Okay, so let me quickly solve few questions so we have better understanding about all these questions. So for example, I'm just writing an example. James deposit let's say $1,200 at the end of each year into an account that pay, let's say, 6% annual interest at the beginning of at the beginning of each year, what will be estimated amount he would receive at the end of at the end of 5 years. Okay, now what you have to do, you just have to initially see what you have. Let's say James deposit 1200 at the end of each year. So what do you have? You have a present value, okay, that pays 6% annual. You also have. Now what is the case they are saying? They are saying that pays annual 6% interest at the beginning of each year. So when he is going to deposit, remember that we are talking about the cash outflow in that case. So when he is going to receive, or when he will going to get this amount beginning of each year, mean we have annuity or due case. Of course we have due case. Okay, is that we have a due case? No, we have basically. So next, what will be the estimated amount he would receive at the end of 5 years? So what are they saying? At the end of 5 years. So how much estimated? No, that's become at the end of 5 years. So that's become annuity ordinary case. Okay, let me calculate. Is future value, present value 1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by I. So how much you have present value? How much you are going to do is 1200, 1.06 we have for 5 years and 0.05, and ultimately how much you would get is 6764.51. This much you would receive at the end of 5 years. Okay, now another example is that, for example, James deposit 2500 today in the project that will pay him 8% for 10 years. What amount he would receive at the end of last year, mean at the end of 10 years? So what will be the case? The case would be like, for example, how much he is investing? 2500 for how many years? 10 years. And how much he would receive? How much interest rate? He would receive 8%. So what would be the estimated amount he would receive at the end of 10 years? So at the end of 10 years, again we are at ordinary case. Okay, we have to find the future value. So what will be the future value? The value would be like future value 2500 and 1.08 power 10 minus 1 0.08, and ultimately how much you would get? You would get 3612. Sorry, it's 36216. this much amount you would receive at the end of 10 years. So if you have a case for your annuity due, what you have to do, you will have a same value. For example, if you wanted to calculate the future value, okay, for an ordinary case, so for a due case, so what you will do, that 36216 you will multiply by it 1.08, so you would get 39113. That would become due case. Okay, this is the way you have to solve all these questions, just to get better understanding that what are these questions are all about. So we can solve few more examples just to get better understanding. Although in my opinion that was okay for now, but okay, for you guys I'm going to solve few more examples. Example number 3: how much money do you need to invest now to generate, let's say, a cash flow of $1,000 every year for next 5 years, okay, at annual interest rate of 6%. Okay, what is the example? How much do you need to invest now to generate a cash flow of 1,000 every year? So you wanted to generate how much you need today. So example is very clear, how much you need today, okay, to generate a cash flow of 1,000 for every years, okay, 1,000 for every year. So what you wanted to do, you wanted to calculate, so you have a R as a case of cash flows, and then for the next 5 years, so N you have 5 and interest you have a 6%. So what would be the case? R you have how much, remember that they're saying that how much money do you need to invest now to generate a cash flow every year. So guys, you just need to remember that if we have a clear case at the end, then you will solve, and then you will solve it as a ordinary case. And if you have at the start or at the beginning of the years or the month, then you will solve a due case. But if you don't have any case, okay, if you don't have any case, then what you will do, you will just put it into ordinary case at the end of the month. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to add present value. Okay, so what is the case of the present value is R into 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I, which is 1.06, and that is 5, and whole divided by 0.06, and ultimately you would get present value 4212.36. This is the initial amount you need to invest today to generate a cash flow of the 1,000 every years for the next 5 years. Okay, so this is the way you guys have to solve these questions to get better understanding about the annuity case.